Alright. Let me do this here. And we're good. So today is update day. So lately, like, for content creation, I kind of did lately upload a poll onto my YouTube about this, about major stream highlights, and decided this thing would be a good first highlight to add. Then we got Hygos, Dragon Hazard, and a bit more. I had the roulette, it landed no symbol. Between two GT icons on each side. Blue whale thing eating me. Undergo of the woods. Cossers. Cossers are common, man. Like they are. So hopefully, like, one thing is, like, I think, like, the older species might raise up because of how grindy the event is. Like, I have, like, 2 of the Spurface species. So for my YouTube channel, I did lately upload, like, me just obtaining that Glowtail Bite Damage Nakamasta, which I probably am going to ultimately decide to take down the listing for it. And Tradery, and I'm probably going to venerate it up to Ven 5 and get it to Bite Damage VI. To where I can possibly maybe sell to, like, probably, like, some people who like some Nakamaska main or so who would love Glowtail on it. I have a Shimp subspecies of Firekey, which, yeah, what they mean by subspecies is the Star Chaser variant of Firekey. So here we have we have 2 new creatures, a new event/Robux one, and also a new not sure what these. You have this, like, Philosopherra Zeely. And of course, please kill that dumb. Those aquatics. Also, for chat, kind of noticed that the font looks different. Well, I don't have like a modified client where people have stuff like Minecraft text or something as like the base font. It's not like Minecraft or anything. Or what they mean by blue whale. Is it like some magnesis or something? Sure what that was, but it sounded... Well, I remember that being like an aggressive sound for some species. Like what? Just go into water. Yeah. Seems like they also kicked him, which was also a bit scummy. And he suddenly disappeared. Frosty, I guess defensive frostbite. Defensive frostbite. To be honest, like some people would put like Tannin plushie, which that thing gives you a defensive frostbite, and like frostbite is quite a pretty powerful element. Like having two of them, it was quite overpowered that they literally that the stat team did have to change it so that you can't stack it. Frostbite really messes with your stamina regen and stuff, which can really cause you to be very immobile. I'm just gonna see if I got the... Got Rick Ashley by max stamina. Good pick. Update is just a few minutes away, folks. We have a Midju there. More Thorax there. So my missions today for the stream is to get the new Smuglet, and and hopefully this new Robux species doesn't cost like 500 for a tier 1, cause that would be a pretty massive scam and a half or so, but... When's the last low tier Robux creature they released? I'm actually kind of curious. Like some of the low tiers, we have Annie here, we have like Vesperette, like, they literally listed at this thing as 2, it was tier 4, but... like, most of them are being, like, 600 Robux, but, like, with my Robux Plus discount, like, saving, like, at least 100 Robux on them. So, like, my offer for, like, a 5.99 Robux species, like, 480. Or I save, like, 119 with Plus. I should have Plus good for the long run, since I kind of did some stuff, like... if, like, any, like, cyber... if, like, some... people who knows, like, how to prevent, like, credit card theft or so, cause I use my parents' permission to have them pay for my subscription, but, like, once I get a job, I'll most likely pay for it with my own money. Which I am still job searching for, like, a month at this point. Kind of talked about it on Twitter or something, might have to just resort to... also, like, was talking about AI that's been, like, obliterating the job market for teens. Which means, like, most people in this younger generation would really have a lot of time struggling getting jobs, like, especially, like, in the long run or so, like... and also, like, with, like, I want to buy, like, get, like, a new PC or something, like, AI has also, like, destroyed the amount of the prices for stuff like RAM and items. Just so they, like, we have, like, companies like Micron that just decide to just ditch the consumer market and just decide to just go all in on AI. So... make a Korra pack. To be honest, I think I've seen, like, 2 separate hollows this server. Like, to be honest, they're quite a rare one, like, excluding me, to be honest. Like, I do play Hollywood a lot. I kind of mastered it and been playing for, like, a long time. Like, weekly update incoming soon. Smuggle it out being a little high redesign. Percent says, oh, SHII, which crackling sky begins. It's just someone that just put, like, absolutely nothing, but, like, one thing is you can't just send, like, spaces or so inside of a Discord message. Like, you probably have to use some really, like, text that's probably very small, that like is smaller than, like, a single pixel. For this, the yield is a bit higher. But, like, these just have 6, probably because it was before this event. But then we have these that have been, like, dropping, like, for, like, 12 and stuff from, like, what I've been seeing. But then I steep killed getting the pretty dumb small drop for it, which... and then now, apparently, it's flooding, so... we have a crackling sky while the tides are rising up and up. And since it's not technically thunderstorm, like, I don't think, like, me being on water would, like, increase incoming damage from aquatics. Then it overrides into thunderstorm now, since the crackling sky is over. But they're still giving me the pretty bad drops for it. Well, it's 4 p.m. Update's about to drop pretty soon. So apparently one thing is they also kind of added like a ability that they showed off on Urza, like some special variant of breath now. But like some sight one, which Urza to show off something new. Make Jeff have infinite damage. Maybe that'll be real. Yeah, maybe it won't be busted though. Okay, now we're entering the overdue territory for the update. Like now, since it's thunderstorm, and now it's storming a thing, which means like I take more damage from aquatics, such as, and I think it means like strictly aquatics, but I might have to test with semis, like Midusama or something. And like this is like to prevent people from like encourage people to get out of the water or something, or they could probably get eaten by like a squid or something. Now since it's over, it means I won't no longer get storming from entering the water, which means like aquatic damage is now more normalized. However, the water will still be up and the tide will just decrease as time goes on. Updating servers. So we have like a couple people, like we have a couple of these Koras and stuff. There's even a Novus Warden. Right, yeah, here's update right here. Time to eat all the pies. Someone says 499 for tier 1. Oh. People are seeing it's already 499. So, like, people are just being, like, a bit salty just because of a tier 1 costing, like, 500 Robux. And that is for tier 1, man. Like, I should, like, the only tier 1 I expect to spend, like, a lot on is probably just Penta or something. Like, Penta is, like, the only, like, tier 1 I just spend a good bit of mush on, like, for 50. this thing here. Like, yeah, we have this thing for 800 Robux, Smuglet Explosive Stars. Let me peek the mission. Launch 20 fireworks, spin Galaxy 2 times, experience Crackling Sky twice, and 2 tier 2 or higher gliders to age 200 twice. Okay, those missions seem fairly easy, but now, like... It's 400 with my 20% plus discount. No new merch items. All right. I think like pre-orders for these are like ending soon. Like their shipping start August. So we have new abilities, tier 2 and tier 3, which we have the Scholar Study Beam, which we have the new Urzuk Beam, Scholar Study, which 120-second cooldown, 6-second firing time, 350 range, which it focuses a spectral beam, revealing the HP and statuses/ailments of targets it sweeps over in a global form of keen observer for a new status effect called Studied, which beam lasts 6 seconds and applied up to 12 stacks. It does not do any damage, but it will slightly reveal invisible species, so... Which means, like, if I have to be pretty stealth or something, I probably have to, like, just do my aggroing stuff, probably at the top of the island, maybe. So we have a Noxamentum right here, and a couple creatures like a Sherrook. Some gliders. So we have Smuglet. It seems like we got bit people playing Noctuli. Thanks for the follow, Millionaire232. So, time to go get myself. So there's a couple gliders, like, and we also have the new Smuglet here too. But pretty much like here, all of them, like, there's no growth boost or anything. It's just damage. But it doesn't work on a tier 1. Like, you have to do it on like a tier 2, such as Dowat. Or higher, like, which means Mech, Fernafly, Flyluff, Kiwin, and Shashuru will not count. You have to use something such as a Dowat here. But it seems like a couple... Oh, Kefren included. Yeah, this thing can't... Many people are using, like, Kefren... I mean, Noctuli here. Just... Ormivore, 15 minutes. Hey, join. Help me out to get better. Okay, I'll do this here. You can just join me via there. I can put on 2 Eric's plushies and then go to hardcore. Which I kind of feel like in hardcore, there's probably just gonna be swarms of Noctulis and stuff. But if you don't have Noctuli, like, you kind of have to use something like Primifera. Like, you could use something else, such as Dowat. And I can either like Smuglet here, Smoky Cinders. Like, I can just eat a bit of that carcass there, and I'm now satisfied for the road. I can also grab this here. And, like, I remember last time or something, like, when they did a mission based on gliders or something, like, probably back in Disaster. Like, they made a mission to where you had to grow tier 5 gliders, which there's not many of them. Like, there's probably like only 3 out of the entire roster. Added, yeah. Alright. I'll get that real quick. King Von 676767 WSP, alright. I can just upside down fly as Noctuli for a bit. Why just... But this thing's kind of too fast to backwards fly. But this thing usually jumps by 10 seconds every 5 seconds, because pretty much the time is pretty much doubled here in hardcore. And like, after like 4 minutes in game, which is reality 2 minutes, I have a Pentagloss. Is that good? To be honest, I used to use Penta a good bit, but then it had the Stubborn Stacker thing, and then I just moved on to Hallucinix, which is what... Fanterus, and then Hallucinix, which is what I now use. So, Hallucinix is what I now use today. And I have fun. I have like 777 kills as it. Thing here, I have gotten pretty much just completely blank slot. So let me check like what they have in the little update log here. Which we have 2020 week 2 here with Smuglet. We have Robux species Athlete, Wahi redesign, Cloud Strike, Palette, Explosive Stars, Material, some items coming back. Rerun of the 2025 Trade Stall, and last week of the Firework 2026 stall being available. New Robux event, which we have Quality of Life, Urzak's unique ability, Scholar Study. They fixed the invasive red flay that appeared on the world map sometimes at Volcano Island. Which, yeah, it used to show up as like a red flay or something during something, like... Which that is mainly only like seen during winter event. Alright, this thing. Quickly choose gentle just so I can continue my process of growing, and took me around 4 minutes real time, so most likely another 4 real minutes for me to grow up to the veneration stage, which is what it wants me to do. Now it wants me to experience like Crackling Sky twice, and also I want to maybe find a good bit of fireworks too. But no, Pentagloss was kind of pretty oppressive with like because, like, back in the day, many people would just use, like, ailment plushies and they're gonna stack, like, a ton of ailments, especially with Shadow Barrage. Like, I believe with it having, like, 6 or something, they had to, like, do something about it. And then they rolled out Stubborn Stacker, which the first species that received it was Vesperette and Pentagloss. And what it does, it replaces, like, ailment-dealing plushies, such as, which there's, like, a couple of them, such as Cat, Pig Lantern, Haunt Dragon, a bit, and, like, replace them with like, buffs or so, like, giving you, like, a bit of buffs while also giving you a bit of a block of whatever element that is. And this did really combat, like, many of the ailment stackers, like, just keeping them sticking to their base ailment values. And, like, with Penta used to have, like, with, like, 6 Shadow Barrage or so, 1 Barrage with, like, a single cat and single pig, and you could just apply, like, 3, like 3 whole bleed and burn onto them, which can be very deadly, and they were known to, like, be, like, really annoying to creatures, especially, like, Kortos. Yeah. Pentas are kind of usually like to go after creatures like Kortos. With my Holo, I just cost, like, many, like, other flyers, such as Philosophes, Galerins, and all those flyers. Well, also, like, with friends, I also, like, help take down, like, a feral, like, Korra or something. No, he's just flying. What? And we have this Carcass. I think it's a tier 4 one. But here I am about to reach Veneration 1. And I do have health, which this is the only thing I don't upgrade and stuff. Like, anything else, useless. And now I'm just gonna go back to the menu and choose a different species. And then for bug fix, they further map terrain anomalies, including a void hull, even more code optimizations to address some of the performance issue, which is still a work in progress, but which means, like, hopefully, like, my device will now actually be able to, like, perform as well, because, like, usually if I want to, like, backwards fly or something, I have to, like, use my laptop, which has, like, more beefy specs than my entire desktop, like, faster mega transfer RAM, like a i7-14650HX or so, and even, like, a 4060 compared to, like, my Ryzen, like, 7 5700G and 3060 on my desktop. Help me, PvP. Well, it seems like Norma just... And, like, this thing being a bit... To be honest, one thing I'm gonna decide to do now is I'm just gonna go probably redeem a bit of my Microsoft reward points or something. Maybe just get myself a couple Robux with them, maybe. Just to, like, cover... Because, you know what? I'll buy Appley on stream, I guess. Here. $499 base price, 400 my price, saving 99% with plus, 499 minus 99, and buy. It also gives me a creature slot too. Which, yeah, now I have my face just being instantly just seen by this aptly slot. Knocking, oh, I have to reach 13,000 points. No, it's alright. I'll just grind up to them. I'm just pretty close anyway. People, well, once I do get my second one out, I'll be willing to cost. I'll be willing to kill or something. But after I grow this not truly a second time. And this time, I kind of want to see what happens if I also have the buff of, hey, what's up, chicken rat? What's up? It's like apply Verdinette here, which is another growth plushie, which is a bit more effective, like 5% more effective than the average Eric's, but... but under the conditions if my creature is muddy. Which I can just have a bit of berries here since this thing's omnivore. I don't have any restrictions. How do you have those? Oh, like what species? Well, I pretty much own all of them prior to this update, and now like here, if I go to titles, like I don't have completionist because of the new species. I still one away because the only guy I'm missing is Smuglet. And once I obtain that, it will say I have obtained completionist and the species too. I'll give you Smuggler. To be honest, I rather grind for them myself, like actually grind the missions, because one, I kind of want something for you guys to actually watch me do, so it's just content. Just practically content for you guys that I can do these missions, and also this is why I kind of started like doing these grinding streams where I do these missions over and over and over again and get like a lot of stuff, and for like small events I just do a lot of the missions, get a couple dupes I can sell off on the long run, and for big events I can grind a good bit of points or so, and then I could just redeem all of them at the end. Like, one thing is, like, for my Verdinette plushie to work, I have to be mud-rolled, which means I have to go, like, find a place for me to roll in mud, like here. I can't just use the hide scent by just pressing N. Like here, I can just do this here, and this also increases health regen here. And now, since I have this, I now have minus 15% growth speed for my Verdinette plushie effects now being active. I'm just looking at this cute Noctuli. Burn. Yeah, I think, like... I think burn block on Penta is kind of actually pretty bad. I think it's a negative. But one thing I have to do like a mission is just attack people. I just have to attack. which here in this area is pretty much a haven for NPCs. There's like a good few of them, good few spawn points for them. Here and now I'm about to reach in like around 8 minutes in, apparently, but and I have a completely just blank slot here. No traits, no mutations, it's just entirely blank. We also have the Alohi redesign too. This is Blackwaters, which I just need mud roll here. I haven't seen like an NPC spawn here yet. Which, yeah. How much? 27 to pack, which just need to do. Alright. Which, yeah, defensive corrosion and stuff, like corrosion kind of big on Penta. Like with the corrosion or so, like that can like cause like Gulgar off the screen, but like one thing in Pentagloss's lore is that they kind of really do not like water, which Noctuli it's pretty bad at swimming, like all I can just do is just do this and just get out, but Pentagloss lore says that they screech at the touch of water. Here we got more Thorax. What's going on here? A baby Turum that just died in a tar pile. Then we have like a morph baby there. Like ever since like launch of Aquatic Realm, we now have like underwater mud piles that players can interact with. Which, yeah, like, I think it was a year ago. But after, like, and like, with this, with a bit of, it gives you a bit more time, which now I can just, or I can just regen stand pretty quickly. I'm able to take off. Well, right now I'm like approaching that age 200 thing, which then after this, we'll probably start costing. I think it was when you gave me money to get Penta, it was like a year ago. Alright, yeah. But now I'm pretty good at this. But one thing is like I now just use this slot. I sold off my Penta to like someone for like think like a couple thousand mush or so in trade, and then like I moved on from that. I also have like a bit of pretty cool slots or so. Probably even some that like are sought after by clans, like Bite Health, fully venerated Turums. But now I'm head into main realm. Cost that main, alright. I'm ahead of the main here. But some stuff is, like, to be honest, I mainly just cost, like, I would leave be, like, people that are just growing just to, intending to do missions or something. So, like, if I see someone, like, doing, like, growing Noctuli or something, I'll let them be and let them grow their thing. Get mush? Never mind. And, oh my... What's with all these apples? Couple friends I have here. Which I'm just gonna go and... I'm just gonna stick with my... I might join, like, a different... There's also a couple people playing Warden here, like, that's why I just think says Warden. It's because some of my friends are also playing the newly released spin-off known as Warden. And that game is also receiving its update too soon. Like, apparently in like half an hour, apparently from what I've seen. But here, I'll just enter this realm here. Here I have like creatures like Zeely Viprix here, which... And there's also a aggressive Minowai. I have a question. What's the best way to make mush? To be honest, like... Depending on, like, your situation. If you're, like, an American with, like, a pretty good job or something, you could probably just resell merch items. You could just buy merch items and then just resell the mats or plushies associated with it. If you have, like, a pretty good good paying job or so. Second of all, is, like, you can just try and trait grind / mutation grind, try and get, like, absolutely rare slots or so, like... the like one of a kind slots, such as like getting Glowtail bite damages on like ferals, getting like Shimmer Glowtail bite damage ferals too. Like you can just like for like Shimmer bite damages, you can like sell those for, and like with Glowtail on it too, you can also sell them for like Sparkling Sunset, but not Crackling Sky. Can we go kill a Gulg? Well, one thing is, like, just be careful, like, especially, I believe, like, Golgroth. If you stack a good bit of corrosion on them with your Penta, they'll probably just head into the water. Work here, I'm just gonna do... Seems like during this event, the firework spawns are also a bit more frequent, meaning I can go get a bit more of them. Which means I can just fly around, keep getting them, which I can just keep grabbing them, putting them down, and... Have you heard of any of the creatures you have double of? To be honest, there's a fairly good bit of creatures that I do own that I say there's a fair bit of creatures that I own. But with this, I'm like... Oh, it's Ryan, please. No. And, like, this allows me to, like, get, like, pretty far mission progress here. And it also wants me to spin the galaxy creature. And, to be honest, like, I've been talking to, like, a couple players, like, especially one who likes Amalis. Yes, I mean the creature Amalis. Which, that creature is kind of really rare, Amalis. Like, they kind of get, like, targeted a fair bit. Shade's up too. Oh, there's a Golgoroth over here. Oh, they launched a firework. That's a Golgoroth. I need to, like, launch 3 more of them. We have this Golgoroth just kind of devouring this food here. Crash firework up here. Could possibly get 1 or 2 of them. To be honest, I use my dupes to, like, help out, like, newer people that are, like, who want to, like, especially, like, people that are playing COS for the first time or so. Like, especially streamers that are just playing for the first time, like, they do kind of... Oh, we have a Noctuli there, which, again, most likely someone trying to get Smoglet, which... All I need to do is launch 2 more fireworks and get the 2 sparkling sunsets. But right here and now, I'll just go to gachas over here. Galaxy Explorer gacha, and it wants me to spin it twice, which this is gonna be a hefty toll. 1,000 mush. ASMR and Slarin here. Alright. I remember there were, like, missions, like, then they had to, like, nerf them because, like, you had to, like, spin, like, the master gacha, like, twice or something. Well, it seems like Waga wants this Golgoroth dead. These Golgoroths. It's a crash firework. Big creatures like a Flamer and Permacham. Sure that. But I do have, like, all of these species. There's a couple species that have ticket boosts, like... So, the creatures with ticket boost are pinned to the top of the... That was the squid that killed the Kendall. He's someone who kills Ken solely. Earlier, I think, but probably didn't have that much time. I just... To be honest, I don't really enjoy playing Ken that much. Like... Ken is kind of a pretty... species, and... Ken's also highly... Kendills are highly targeted species. Thanks for the follow, Jace2Tough15. What's up? Welcome in. Well, that's all the fireworks. I hate Kendall. And this is probably why, like, Kendalls are a bit uncommon. Like, they're probably, like, only used by, like, newer players who just spin the gacha one time and then they get Kendall for their spin. We have this here. We have this Golgoroth Lang here. Wow, we have, like, a couple Are you doing giveaway? Not now. By the way, not now. I'm not hosting any giveaway at this moment. It's crazy how people target certain species. My Diamond Cora. I was going to use to nest my, but got eaten by Bella as soon as I spawned. I couldn't hit it. So now I need the 2 Crackling Sky events, which that is all up to waiting. I'll pick up that galaxy token. If someone has built a den here. Why not just a Celadon fan? Update log. Then we have people that are getting notified that someone has unlocked a subspecies, such as someone unlocking Origin Caudonderus. So how much are like some of the rest of the items? Cinderaftar 6000, like, to be honest, I should be able to get some of the, pretty much all of the items here, like, now, but, like, probably gonna need a bit of grinding or so, but I'm probably, but, like, I barely have, like, enough to redeem for, like, one of, like, the past species. Turum? Why'd you mark a Turum, man? Are you really just gonna try to ankle bite a Turum? To be honest, ankle biting a Turum as like any species is kind of a death sentence. Like, you have to like use other super behemoths like Geosaurok or Mufalum just to be able to take one down. And I think due to that, like, many people even kill baby Turums too. Like, your best way to gain mush is, sparklers, is just to do these missions. And since, like, Sparkling Sunset, like, just happened or something in this server, I think. But, for now, let me go up somewhere and I'll show you, like, the new stat changes. Which, I already mentioned the new Urzik ability, which, for Tier 2, we have a buff to Daisura with weight from 1,300 to 1,500, addition of 35 block bleed, Addition of 20 block injury, injury attack from 2 to 2.5, addition of will to live, addition of Lichmark torn ligament. Daisura bounds back with vengeance. These changes aim to lean more into this Rue injury stacking high mobility gameplay, bolstering its strong kicks, with more injury and higher weight to back them up. Torn ligaments, Lichmarks gives Daisura the opportunity to deliver an especially potent kick to persistent opponents, hampering stamina while they make their greatest escape or press the attack. In a pinch, Will to Live keeps Daisura on the move, complementing its endurance-based kit with a risky last resort. Which what Will to Live does is that if you are out of stamina, like we have like creatures that have like really big Will to Live, such as Turum, this thing does have Will to Live. Which, what this thing does is that, or you can just apply onto any creature if you have, by applying Springbok plushie, which I right here. Wait, what this thing does is like, you're able to sprint normally. Yeah. Most of you guys know, like, you guys can all, like, you can all sprint or so. But most importantly, sprint. But once you run out of stamina while sprinting, you're instantly set back into walking. What Will to Live does is, like, if you're out of stamina, you're still able to keep sprinting. However, after you sprint for a while without stamina, you'll lose a bit of health. So you're basically just using your health as a... risking your health in order to escape with Will to Live. I was exploiting. And Will to Live can be pretty useful. You want, like, you want me to call my game mod friend here? Oh, Crackling Sky. That is one, I think. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, because of subspecies. Yeah, subspecies, like, pretty much all of them cost 5k once you complete the missions, apart from, like, Scuba Jeff, which costs 3k. And Nest Grime anymore, because everyone has mute boosts. The farmer that goes. You know what Kipper the Exploiter is? Where were you? Weren't near me, you couldn't see or hit them. I was in Oasis as a permacham. Apex, Mr. Hello. Hello, man. What's up? Welcome to your nice first chat after you've been following for 10 days. Nothing much. Alright. What's my friend, like, trying to, like, kill, like, a Turum with their Konomuchi? Like, yeah, told you ankle biting a Turum is a death sentence. Gaga is bad. Which, yeah, especially if you're, like, really low and an exploiter's, like, near you, like, you can get the annoying fashion of that exploiter just finishing you off. Can I join your pack? I'm saying here, kind of cool, but I'll just go a bit here independently. So I'm just playing with my Hollow. I have one underscore Therodon fan. Mr. Cosmos, that's alright. At you, Apex Mr. Astro. Some cool stuff here, like we have the Warden Door. Which, like, going through there would actually take you into Warden. That's me. So yeah, there's... Or go down to get this rib SMH. Do you want me to get something with disease? You just need to eat the ribs once to receive the enriched effect. Alright. So now I just need to experience this weather one more time. And then I'll be able to get Smuglet. So we have, like, both of these packs here. Which, like, both of them 800 Robux, probably base price 999, I think. What? Smuglet pack? Birthday pack? What? Okay, now it's working. At 999 Robux base there. The explain kid killed me is I killed that Kono. Here we got an Erda. But now let me go read the last part of the stat changes, which we have two new buffs, which we have a buff to Hizzle's Tree with stamina regen from 2 to 3, addition of jump data 0 to -3.5, addition of jump stamina 15, and addition of 1 wing shredder. Ferocious yet fragile. His ability found itself at odds with its long body and mobility shortcomings. In comparison to its peers, a jump gives this species a new chance to snap back, protecting its vulnerable back with Wing Shredder and well-placed maneuvers. Stamina regen has been increased as well to with respect to Unbridled Rage, allowing this creature's off-impeded stamina to recover swiftly between bolts of fury. Pretty cool ability. People's talking about Urzuk's from the lore event, which the lore event is pretty much well known fully here, known for being one of the grindiest events in Sonaria. Like, you literally have to like put down hours upon hours of gameplay just to be able to like unlock the new species and stuff. Like last year with Dioxylin, like they had like missions that were like separate that unlocked on different days, and it had to do like a lot, had to have multiple different streams just for me to that Kifrin with an egg. You killed my packmate, man. So we have this creature like Altalus here. We have like a couple of carcasses here inside of the lava. I have completed session tokens, so I'll claim that. Which I have like absolute a lot of sessions. I have 114. X-Stealer lol. To be honest, this thing also got X-Stealer. But I'ma probably go take a break for... I'll go back to the menu. I'll go show off the stat changes for Kithistral, which is like that. And it has addition of 2 Wing Shredder, addition of jump data 0, 1.5, -4, addition of jump stamina 20. With Kithistral explosive kit makes for a great brawler. Its unique anatomy posted challenges when it came to terrain maneuverability and aerial threats. These additions gave Kithistral a modest but effective jump, granting better land mobility and opportunity to put those wicked claws to good use. And after all that, that's all the changes. So I have like a couple creatures here. Ink Pungeon. Smuglet with those kind of big eyes. Just revealed my health and ailments. That's what I mean asked. Do it on me. You have Erida over there. Healing Pulse cancels Lichmark. If you guys wondering what Lichmark is, it's a ability that like that like on like the creature selection screen, like when it shows active abilities, it shows like a name of an effect, and then like if you use it on like some creature like Dioxylin and like Credipex has it, and like for it, like once you use the ability, you have a bar where you have a limited amount of time to apply the Lich Mark to a player. Once you bite someone, you'll apply that mark. And if they get bitten again by, from what I heard, either you or another player, they'll gain like 5 stacks of the ailment it gives. Dude, it's not working right. We got Vorpalapus, kind of a cool species. Bone small. Let's see what's going on. But why are like many of the trees here like that I can't like really stand on top of compared to like some trees where I can stand on top of, like especially in hardcore. You have like Zeely V bricks here, kind of like pretty well known to be used by like newer players. Not sure what this Zeely V bricks is doing. New fav creature unlocked. So my main task is like I kind of have to now play the waiting game in order to obtain Smuglet, which I just have to encounter a crackling sky, which they take a bit of a while to show. With other missions, I have to spin the Sky Gotcha 5 times and also grow tier 2, tier 4 flyers to age 200. Oh. Kind of thought that was an exploiter for something, but... Oh, Sparkling Sunset. Not sure, I guess. But this thing, like, all it just does, it just... You're too far away. What do tail whipping? Oh. Is that Korra that just spawned there? Cause, like, yeah, this is like... I have to do this in order to... gain a good bit of event points, because like you only get like really good payouts using during these events. Like outside of these events, the payouts are absolutely A or so. As they only give like here I got 8 and stuff, which is like double to triple what you normally get. Like you normally got like 4 to 6 normally, but now I got like 8 to 12, or even to 14 too. Like 8. And also, they do take like 5% of your HP too. And now that event's over now, and we are able to go. The sparkler's here, and then I swoop around and they're gone. Flush pile, H. I'm a teen, still can't nest yet. What you just whipping your tail for? We have this person here right in front of a feral. That's a pretty big feral too. What you doing just approaching that ferals? Just know, like, if you steal its egg, it's most likely just gonna go... It's gonna be able to, like, run after you. Yeah, it's nesting, but... If you steal her egg, he's probably gonna try and, like, go, like, sap all of your stamina with Misma Breath, run towards you. Saying Magna at Oasis. That's one of my friends. Also, sometimes if you have like a log or so, it could try and grab that and just put it into its nest for upgrades. Are you just doing that just so you can like tail whip Decora? He's somehow still laying down, man. But you're pretty much about to fall at this point. And hitbox can't be abused at that point. Most likely, if you fall down, it's most likely going to wake up. He's probably just waiting for that point where you slip. Yeah, Ari wakes up. Yeah, you awoken that feral now. This feral's probably trying to get up the hill to where it can get to you. Or probably just gonna do just eating now. Now I have fun shower. Oh, Venetrox. I think its egg is almost ready. Here's my friend with her ink pungeon, apparently here. Premier Thrust. And I got damage from the fireworks. And here goes this feral now at it again. Oh, just laid an egg too. But one thing is that I also got Stealer here too. And it seems like damage you do to eggs are capped at like around 20. And I have a scrambled egg. This tension is unnecessary. And it seems like this feral's now just cool. If you're here, just can you like speak out in chat maybe? Lol. Alright. We have a mural arc over there. Oh, there's an Arius here too. An aggressive air, it seems like. Oh, is he going after an ice? It's an icebreaker mural arc. And now this air is ankle biting. But one thing I'll do is air is. He probably knows I'm here. Because I do know air has keen. I'll just kill that air out of nowhere. Move from Senzi. They're an icebreaker variant of Mior. Oh, this Denzi really just trying to kind of like taking so much damage. Wait, did it log? That then logged. Oh, I can't destroy the cactus, man. Like, this is like one of the main flyer perches here. Primera free here. We got this Miorlark is pretty much just, well, the game says they're aggressive because they lately killed someone, but the kills there was just mainly out of self-defense. I probably expect this person to probably just, this guy desperate for revenge, to probably maybe try to kill, probably try and bring out like some super behemoth credit like Agent Warden, or probably maybe like there's like another couple supers like around the perimeter of the pond. I think the Semiorlark is leaving. What's the god's problem? OMG. These cinders were smuggled. Okay, this Miorlark is now heading into the open ocean there. Kind of into the lagoon there, and now you have a bit of parts here that can lead into the open ocean. Oh, you're a Kowicki, man? Sparkling Sunset again? Well, we want Crackling Skies, and then we get Sparkling Sunsets. It's my double red Vent 5 1 bite weight. Do you have weight fully venerated on that thing? I also have like some pretty big aquatics that I have pretty venerated too. Like my most notable ones are like this Ven 5 bite weight VI Dwarfism Creta, and I also got this Ven 5 bite weight Squidolium here too. I do have a Ven 4 weight damage Archu. Well, my Archu is just Ven 2, it's just Sage. And that Archu has been dormant for a while. They have an Ifrat there. That's Pearl. Pearl mutation's kind of pretty cool, especially for, like... what's... So this guy is pretty desperate at getting kills, man. Well, he's trying to do a bit of this here. And probably gotten pretty low to the fact that he's now just all focused and just a kill. Just be careful, like, this water's too shallow for you to actually get a good swim in. But I'll probably stay by you for protection. And then he probably would know, and then he's probably just gonna get something that's like that can like kill Kawiki. Probably get like some squidolium or something. Thanks for the follow, JKing101239. Hey. Oh, there's an Emeron that's trying to get up on the icebergs for protection. Now my main has died, so time to regrow another creature. Three revive cost, I'll just assume. Isn't Smoglet just Ifrat extinguished? I don't really know, but I think like it. But that's kind of a good assumption. But oh, we have a Lord of Remum too. But let me go and what? The ice got bigger. But anyways, let me go check out the lore for Smoglet. Grow tier 1 creature saying, can I join? Like, this is meant for you to, like, but here. Thing is, like, since you probably don't want me to grow anything, I'll most likely gonna have to refund it. Formed from the wandering off sparks of an internally roaring ember, these smoldering little creatures gradually grow larger and more vibrant. With time, their correlations often reveals the danger of the smoke they produce, with brighter bodies giving off increasingly toxic fumes. But I don't have the actual model yet. Since I don't own it, it's the only species I don't have. I own all the other ones. And all I need is just to encounter a crackling sky to get this thing. A spark of a burning fire like Ifrat. Not. I'll actually compare them to. I'll actually compare it to. I'll compare it to Ifrat too. So we have Smuglet here. But now Ifrat. Ifrat scurries through Sonaria in search of dry kindling to gnaw on. Their tiny emberlit bodies, flickering brighter with every brittle twig they chew. Charcoal is considered their favorite delicacy, and a well-fed Ifrat can often be curled beside old campfires, happily nibbling at the blackened remains. Like, this creature is kind of pretty cool with, like, you'd be, like, with floating eyes, too. Like, it's kind of a That is a burning fire, but Smoglet is the off-spark of one. McRain. Smoglet's made by Ice Cream Navocado, and that's like for the concept artists who made the concept for them. This is why for like Sky Bison for Sky Bison when they had the Avatar: The Last Airbender event, it said like for the creator section it was Netflix for the concept art. Netflix. Exotide is just aggressive here. Alright, look at my mirror. It's just alright. We have like a baby Gowron, but I stand up for babies, so Monstra, you in chat here. Oh, that's you. Alright. Kind of accepted it at like the last second, but also, let me refund you the 250 points that you had or so. Oh, nonchalant? I'll just reject that and also refund your points. Nonchalant, what's... It's an Emeron, Are you in the server? Are you in my chat or something? Magma Chamber. Gara Shrine. Shrine found. So, like, for subregions, it just does this and just says landmark discovered, but, like, for the shrines, it says, like, the name of the shrine and shrine discovered. And also, one thing is, like, whenever... So, I apparently heard the next region rework is going to be Tundra, apparently. From what I've seen from, like, campfires. If you like seeing the campfire yesterday, I'll go look at some of the stage announcements here, which we have pretty much the new, which for the topic we have Hirschi introduction, who is the new project manager for this game. We also have Vamura remodel reveal, which we have like a lot of Q&A here. Next we have the Tundra region overhaul reveal, which they have like a good bit of stuff for Tundra here, like we have these little spikes here that seem like it's probably gonna go from like redwoods or something or swamp into Tundra with a bit of hills going up. So yeah, so like from like the region remodels I seen like the swamp one, seen swamp, then we have mountain, then lately we had volcano, and now the next one on the next region to be remodeled is Tundra. Which I think, like, the first image they sent is probably going to be based, like, probably around here, maybe. Tiny bit of a river here. But... Well, wait. Let's see, like, a couple stuff here. Next we have, another upcoming species, which they have a shell critter. Hides in shell while spooked. which means it's kind of going to be a cool thing. Then we have like some big claw of something with, which yeah, we are apparently going to have a Cavadoris redesign and also have a subspecies for it come out. And then we have Tendrils sneak peek, which probably is going to be a new species. If I see corals in there, corals and bubbles in there, I assume that means it's probably going to be one of the 3 or 4 species that's going to be releasing during Summer Paradise. Dino. Hold up. Huh? What you need? Alright. Whatever, ground. Big count on Earth here. Crackling Critter. The new title. Played during Fireworks 2026. Alright. Yeah, Born. And all of this here. It says played or participated in. I'm missing all of these here. Vamura. Volcano Gone update. That was like a week. That was like a week or two. That was like 2 weeks ago, I think. Crackling Sky. Oh, there we go. Alright. I can do this now. Completionist Smuglet. Species. So I'm now eligible to get Smuglet too. And I guess one more thing I'll do is I just need that weather one more time. Rip. But yeah, I guess I'll pull out Smuglet. We have this thing redesigned here. Here we got. Oh, cute. So Smuglet. Which I'm eligible to. Females have a bit more of these rocks or so compared to males. It's like, looks cute as a baby. The attack is just wiping its left paw. This thing has Honker. An aggressive Lurmeth, and I apparently got zapped in the sky. That Lurmeth is just getting shelter from an Emeron. That's true, the bias. Haven't really seen that thing in a while. There's a lot of here, but I'm not satisfied and smuggle it here. Swim fast. The thing apparently is a hunger too. Minus 50% damage, but I wonder how much. So I guess I'll go probably maybe go grow this thing to maybe age 100 or so for fun, then I'll end. Alright. Smuggle it. And now I can grab this thing with the cute little smuglet. Of course I spawn in a tar pile. Aggressive baby Hygos. This is Gordomizer. It's a aggressive Hygos. This thing literally also has Hunker too. And I could also increase my weight a bit by just having a Gordomizer effect, so I'm fully hunkered as a smuglet. Do smuglet. Poison area, grower, vanish. So I could literally just vanish actually works. Actually has a quite good long duration for a smuglet. But smuglet is kind of a good funny fella. Kind of a bit difficult to backwards fly, but it seems possible. It's so cute with Smuglet. I want to see what happens if, like, I feel like I might just get spammed with requests or so once I just put down a nest or something, so I'll just go up here and beep. And a baby flinger. Smuglet looks actually cute. Got lost a bit of food, even though I had like full Gordomizer at one point. And yeah, always one off from like a trait, cause of course that annoying valley turned into my carcass. No food nearby. Apparently there's grass here, but like... There's someone's burrow there. Okay. Oh, cute, smuggle it. I swipes it up. Ring around the Rosie. Smuggle it. Completely blacked out eyes for Smuglet. Around 5 seconds to grow up by 2. Never cryptid. Kinda wanna save this thing so I can do this mission again once it's good. Crying tears of tears. All aboard the surf train. Smuggle it. I'm just gonna prepare a menu now. You attacked me, you goblin, someone said. What's with people calling each other names, man? But now I'm just gonna switch over to just have eggshell, and I don't want this thing to reach each 200, so I'm gonna put on, where is it? Snowman. Which what Snowman says, it just says it freezes your age by like but it just increases the growth time by 99,900%. Which I don't know the math, but technically you can still grow up, but it's like it'll take like 1,000 times longer. So you probably have to wait like a couple hours or something just to age up by 1. Let me forget. You are aggressive. If they kill you... Oh. Just a funny call. Woo! Let's broadcast. Friendly. What about aggressive? And like, probably people are probably wondering how I already have Smuggle It. Now they're just seeing me with just Smuggle It here. Which, since the hype's pretty high, I'm most likely just gonna get requests like right off the bat. Let me just see. No requests so far. Brother, you froze my game when you just broadcast. What? Did your game crash just because I broadcasted? What? Is the new creature fun to play as? It looks so cute. Like, look how cute this thing is. Look at him. So, Apex, you're literally saying your game crashed just because I just broadcasted? Well, are you able... Maybe record it and then maybe... flipping froze my game. So, like, what? Should I, like, go around call spamming or something? Should I, like, just go call spam or something, like, around Oasis, like, and, like, probably, like, freeze all the, like, the games of Korras and stuff? Should I maybe just try and just call spam or something? Oh, a angelic warden? Angelic warden? Look, it's a baby Smugglet. Hey, little baby Smugglet. Hey, little Smugglet. Wait, since... oh, Smugglet. Thing now they just have Smugglet. And since I'm on phone, well, I'm about to join on my Xbox. That's the first time that happened to me. Smugglet didn't even do anything that time. Well, at least you survived that one. After a bit of lag stutter. That just confused me. You casually nesting Smugglets. Where's my paint? Smuggle it. Don't want that in my nest. Smuglet. Oh, ballistic smuglet too. Albino smog. Are you heading to that Faraki? Or just to eat berries? So it seems like some people are just refusing to, just heading to me just so they can play Smuglet for one, just so they can try out Smuglet. He runs away. Oh, there's this person. Is this a Yeeper or something? Yes, they're just pinging a Gyarados and Herbituk. We have a Yeeper there. Of course, I was one away from 5 to 6 GTs. I want to show you my GT more. Do you mind? Yeah, wants to hatch in a Smuglet nest. Let me see what is egg. Egg buff. Smuglet. just, they're just cute Smuglets. No, I'll nest one more, then I'll probably go wrap up or something. We have like a Murlark over there, we got Polymonstrum. Oh, this Murlark is literally trying to fight with this Polymonstrum. Wait, that's Smoglet over there? Is that one of the baby Smoglets? Hold up. Let me check out this Smoglet. Oh, Smoglet. Oh. Did that guy come back as Fabergy and now he's just playing like an... And now that Fab died. It's quite a highly venerated Murlark too. Kind of fairly venerated too. Is that a Yagdrag Sticks? It is a Yagdrag Sticks. So I'm seeing a good bit of people just being Smuglet. Then we have someone... What's... This Yagdrag Sticks just keeps whipping its tail, apparently. Still died after trying to jump me, lol. People being tough. What's with thing here? We have overhead health bar. Is that like some part of Keen failing or something? So 21 chat. Funny Smuglet. So cute Smuglet. Smuglet. Then we have bigger packs here. Aptly. You know what? I'm just gonna go now. He's so cute, Smuglet. Alright. Let me see. I guess I'll go over to Zero Primos here, who is playing pretty like, a lot. So here's one cat plushie. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I'll see you next time. And bye.